Hello YouTube, how you doing? So I decided to do this video because it's in the middle of the night. I woke up to use the bathroom and it's just really heavy on my mind. And this is to all my parents out there that's raising kids, regardless of their age. Make sure you parent the way you want to. I'm gonna repeat that again. Make sure you do things that you feel is right for your child. Because when you go to outside sources, such as family, they'll give the wrong advice every time. And that's one thing I could say. Everything I've done with my son was my own decision. So I decided I'm going through a situation with my son where he lied to me, and it wasn't just a lie, a normal lie. He actually painted a narrative about someone else, even gave this person a name, but he was talking about himself. So we talking about a different level of lying here. And I've thought about taking him to see someone, but I don't know if that would really work because it's just too many people I know that have gone to therapy and they've gotten worse. So I'm not saying that therapy is bad, but for the people that I know personally, it seemed like when they went, it got worse. And Dr. Phil even said it on one of the episodes. He was like, therapy could make someone worse. It is a possibility if they're not willing to change, they're not willing to put in the footwork. Because all therapy is talking. That's all it is. It's talking and analyzing the issues in your life. And if you're not willing to accept change, it's not going to happen. So basically, in a nutshell, I called a family member to speak about it. And so they start lying about the things that I did when I was a kid. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So, it's like, oh, you're over. Yes, I'm going to overtalk you because it's a lie. You're lying on me. You're lying. Like, that's not who I was as a teen. I'm in my 30s. I have a great memory. You're just saying this to try to make a point. And it's right is right and wrong is wrong. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. Now, granted, some people might say, it's a sweater that we're talking about. So, it's not just a sweater. It's the fact that he lied for 2 weeks. I didn't know that it was gone. He slipped out and told me today after I told him not to wear it. And me and my son, we both graduated together, and our picture's on the back of that sweater. So it's way deeper than just a sweater. Then on top of that, he wore it to school. I told him not to wear it to school. And then this is 2 weeks later. I didn't know nothing about it. He had a coat that was missing last week, and I told him, you better find it, and it miraculously showed up. So it's like discipline is everything, and taking away things from children is imperative, including, things that they love to do, because they have to learn. They have to learn. And it's like, I would urge any parent, there's nothing wrong with seeking advice, but be careful who you seek advice from, because everybody doesn't have good intentions. And if you go around listening to the negative advice, it'll just, and I'm happy that I don't listen to advice. I listen to me. I really do. And so far so good. He's been good, whatever. But I told him, he had his little friend on the phone from the step team saying, whatever. And she's like, please don't take me off the step team. I'm like, yeah, okay, so instead of the 1 day, he'll have 1 week to find a sweater. I'm like, I'm gonna give you a week. You don't find a sweater, you can't do anything. No step team, no drama club, no phone, and no tablet. Just the house phone. And I have to do this because if I don't do it, he's going to think that being like that is okay. He's going to think lying about stuff. And it's just, and to me, it's just sick. Like, why would you make a narrative up about somebody who doesn't exist? And then he tells me, oh, I said that to see your reaction. So you like concocted a story. Like, it's just mind blowing. This is my child, and he's only 13. And this is the first year of I'm not going to say pure hell, because God forbid it could be worse. But I really hold, I really pray. I'm really starting to pray more. But those of you who have children, please enjoy your children when they're young. Once they turn 13, it's like, it's madness. It doesn't even make any sense. Me personally, I never lied to my parents. And that's not just to, no. If I wanted to go out, I told them. They couldn't stop me. And I never came home later than 10 o'clock when I was a teen. But I remember my father, because, everybody fails at least one regent. So my regent that I struggled with was math. So finally in the 11th grade, I passed it. I had to take it 3 times for me to pass. And he's like, for the whole school year, you can't do nothing, da-da-da-da. It's one test. And obviously I have to go to after school for tutoring to get assistance. But even after I had my son, very strict rules, very whatever. And it's just funny how they always say, like, grandkids are the apology. It's like the way grandparents apologize without apologizing. And now I see it for myself, So it's like, anybody who got teens, you know what I'm talking about. But I encourage anybody, and I'm talking to myself too, encouraging myself to parent the way you want to. Don't listen to outside sources.